Hello, 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 beautiful people. I am back. Please do not mind the mess over here and over here. Over here. There. Because I have such a long canvas here, I have to film from an awkward position. And my room is a mess right now. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, this is a 12 by 36 inch canvas. I am going to be doing an acrylic pour tonight. I'm in the mood to do one. I don't do them too often. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to get some frustration out with the paints. And I'll tell you about that, how I do that in a minute. Anyway, I want to show you something cool I found. I found these big push pins. I'm trying to think of the word for them while I'm looking right at it. Look how big these things are. They're huge. So I'm using them as legs to hold my canvas up. And I'll try to show you that without spilling all that paint. They work awesome. Whoa. Did you guys see that? I'm sure you did. So they work awesome. I have them in the four corners. I have the back of it taped. And they're just perfect for what I want to do. So my colors. My colors are all mixed. 25% paint, 75% floetrol. I'm going really heavy with the floetrol to try to get some really cool cells and patterns. Also, there's a little tiny bit of water in there, not much. I didn't need much, maybe about a teaspoon per cup. Trying to think here. I have not put the silicone in yet. Okay. All I've done is mix them up. And I've left them pretty thick this time. I want to try something new. Usually I will mix my paints 50% paint, 50% floetrol with a little bit of water. This time I went heavier with the floetrol and they're a lot thicker. Let's see if I could... My white, for some reason, it's got a lot of air bubbles in it and I didn't go crazy with it. So they still flow. Let's see if I could do this. I can't work from this angle. It's so difficult. They still flow nicely, but they're a lot thicker than what I usually have them. I'm hoping by leaving them that thick that the cells, the definition of the cells, will stay intact. So now for my colors. I am using all Liquitex colors. I have, ready for me to murder these names because I always do, cadmium yellow light hue, primary yellow, I have cadmium red deep hue, and then I also have, let's see where it is. I mixed up some of this alizarin crimson hue, but it was very pink to me. So what I did was I added a little black to see if it would go deeper. And it just turned an ugly, deep mauve color. So then I added in some more of that cadmium red. And I got like a brick color. And that's this one right here. It's like a brick red color. So I'm going to go with that. I have cobalt blue hue. I have bright aqua green. I have brilliant yellow green. And then I have cerulean blue hue. Okay. They do not have the silicone in. I don't know if I said that yet. So my plan is to layer the yellows and reds, put a layer. Well, I'm going to do yellows and reds with whites, with white mixed in them. And then I'm going to put a layer of white and then go on top with the greens and the blues. So this way I could kind of try to keep them separate a little bit, if that makes sense. So let me get my gloves on and we will get started. Okay, so I have limited room here. I'm hoping to make this work. I just have a feeling, though, something is going to go majorly wrong. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my white down. There is no silicone in the white at all. So I'm just going to go around the outer edge first. There was someone I saw on Instagram. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She's not on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube, but she's on Instagram. Her handle is at Shelly Art, and it's SHELEEART. You would not believe the work that she does. It looks almost like she pours her acrylic pour onto a canvas and then takes the canvas and manipulates it all over another canvas. It's the coolest thing ever. I will link the name of her Instagram page under this video for you guys to check her out. It's just mind-boggling, the beauty. And then she'll cover the pours in resin. And it's just like amazing. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard of her. I would love to know how she does it, but somebody like that is not going to give away their secrets. You know, well, maybe she does though. I've never asked her, but there's some artists, you know, and it's their right to do that. They want to protect their style because it's so unique, you know. So I'm going to finish spreading this out. You guys don't need to watch this. We'll make this a short video. Okay, so I have my white paint spread out. I have it about as level as I can get it. You want to make sure that you have a nice even coat on top of the canvas. You don't want spots to be bare, and then, unless you're doing that type of style, there are some people that, you know, just put a little white paint and then fill in the holes, but for the type of painting that I'm going to be doing, you want it to be nice and level. Now, I have two silicones I like to use. First one is the one that everyone knows, and that's the treadmill. And then this one, not everybody knows, but some do. This is obviously KY. It is 100% dimethicone, which basically is silicone. So it has to be this brand of KY, the True Feel, because the other brands have different things in them. So I like to use this too. I can't make up my mind, so I'm going to use both. I'm going to use the KY in the blues and greens, and I'm going to use the treadmill in the yellow and red. So I'm going to put 3 drops in each cup. And I'm going to lightly stir them. Maybe one more drop in each. Oh boy, this is not going to end well tonight, guys. I can already tell. It's very hard to get one drop out of this. It just like comes out. So one little splash of it, I'll say. And now the KY and the other colors. This one you can control a little more. Okay. So now, if you want tiny cells, mix it in a lot. If you want big cells, mix it in just a couple of times. Okay? Just enough to incorporate it through, but not really make them meld together. Sorry if I'm off camera. It's just that there is not a lot of room here. I really need to do something about my pouring area. Right now I just have a desk that has this extension coming out of it. I think I'm going to get rid of this whole desk, even though I have my glitter bar located on top of it, which I'll show you in a minute. I don't think you guys can see it. That's where I keep all my glitter, and I'd have to find somewhere to put that, but I really just need a bigger spot. This cup here is really, really full. Okay, that should be good. So, here we go. I'm going to make three separate dirty pour cups. We're going to do a dirty pour. So as I said before, I'm going to do some yellow, some red, then I'll do a little tiny bit of white in there, just a little bit, like that. And I'll do the second yellow. Wait, I am really a klutz. I'm just so not used to working on this side. And then the second red. And then a little more white. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to, let's see, just make like a thin layer of white on top of these colors to try to separate the blues and greens, even though I know they're going to go right down to the bottom. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we could somehow keep them afloat. Put a little more white. I do apologize if I'm not on screen for some of this. And that's the last color for this cup. And I'm going to top it off with some white. So I'm going to make 3 cups like this. Well, 2 more, and then I will be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm thinking that maybe I will zoom you in to the spot where I'm going to pour first, just because this is so big, but I want you to also be able to see. That should be good. That's where I'm going first. All right, so what I do when I do an acrylic pour, I try to get some frustration out. What I mean by that is anything that's bothering me during the day, or anything that's happened in the past that just like really pisses me off. What I do is I will say that thing out loud and throw the paint while saying, go away. To me, it's very therapeutic. I feel like it's a cleansing almost. And it's fun to throw paint, right? So, one thing that's bothering me today is my daughter doesn't appreciate me. So, my first thing I would say would be, unappreciative people, go away. Look at how beautiful that is. And I want to show you the inside of this cup. I hope you guys can see it. And of course you can't. It is gorgeous in there. I should take a picture of that. All right. So that got that bad juju off of my mind today. It may be silly to some, but it's what I do. All right. So now next one. Mean people in general. I saw some really nasty things on Facebook today and heard some nasty things. And people in general can just be nasty when you're trying to do something nice. And I'm specifically talking about YouTubers getting negative comments. You know, when you're just trying to help and somebody complains about your video or whatever it may be. That's what I'm getting rid of next. So, let's see here. Let me do my aim here. So, mean people, go away. That is pretty swanky. I hope you guys are seeing that. See, you get rid of those bad vibes and look at the beautiful things you get. I'm telling you, try this. You'll feel like so good. All right, and then we have one last cup here that I have to toss. And then I'll torch and move things around. So the last thing for me is I have rheumatoid arthritis and I am in severe pain. So my last one is going to be pain. But I can't really fling this one because I'm like right on the edge here. So I'm going to take it very, very easy. Pain, go away. I have a ton of paint left here. And I should really go a little bit more with this. All right? Let's add a little bit more. All right, I got paint all over the place here. So this one I'm going to take nice and slow now. I got rid of my 3 demons for today. So now I just want to maybe fix some stuff up here. And then I'm going to go right over here. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to give it a quick torch-a-roo. Pop all those air bubbles. And then I'm just going to maybe stretch it out a little bit somewhere here. It's just so beautiful. I don't even want to do that. But I probably should a little bit. There is so much paint on this canvas that it's going to take probably weeks for it to dry. I'm really excited to give you guys a close-up of this too, because it is pretty special. All right, I think I'm going to leave that alone. It is just, I don't know. I want to do something right in the center here, but it's like, do I really want to take a risk? Go nice and slow. See if that produces any. I don't think it will. I'm going to go right back up the center of that again. That one had a lot of cells in the cup, so basically I just stretched them out. There we go. Now we'll get some more. This here, I just want it to get it down off of the canvas. Nice and slow. There we go. All right, now I'm good. Now I'm going to leave it alone and I'm going to show you what we got here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. Like I said, it's just my way to relieve stress. I wish I had a bigger area so I could really fling it. Maybe I'll try it outside next time, but it is really therapeutic for me. Okay, so we're starting at the bottom left-hand corner. Please don't mind the light. You see all those cells. Both of those silicones that I've shown you are very, very good. Especially the KY. You'd be surprised. Give it a try. And look at the paint on the canvas, all the cells. That's going to make a beautiful skin. I like when cells do this right here. See how they're the blue right there? How they're like oblong. I do apologize again for the glare and the shadow and everything else. I will definitely be resining this piece and putting it up for sale. Most of my artwork is for sale. If you're ever interested in a piece, just contact me. My email is down below, and Facebook, Instagram address, all that. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And I also want to thank you guys for all the beautiful comments you left on my giveaway video. You have made me feel so special. I cannot even begin to tell you just how special I feel. And it's all because of you guys. So anyway, I hope you have a great night. And as always, guys, happy pouring.